Hi, I'm Tammy Neon, and today's video is sponsored by Car Keys Cornwall. If you like the video, please check out our other channels and don't forget to like and subscribe. Today we're going to program the keys for this Peugeot 308, made from 2014 to 2021. The original key is a 3-button key with a flip-out blade. To program the key, we're going to be using the Autel Im608 Pro. This is the original and not the Pro 2. The process should be the same on the Im508. We are connected to the car with the machine already turned on. We've also connected to the interface by USB cable. The Im608 will often ask you to do this. It's more precautionary to prevent a dropout in transmission when programming, but it is advisable to always connect via USB. From the main screen, we will select Car IMO, then accept the license agreement and choose Peugeot. We now have 3 options: automatic selection, manual selection, and system selection. If we start by looking at system selection, here we can select Read Immobiliser Password, Immobiliser, Keyless System, Engine, and finally BSI Clone. Next we have manual selection. We can choose model and year from the lists. I'm going to use the automatic selection option. And now press Read VIN. There's our VIN. Now I press OK, and it decodes the VIN to be a 2014 Peugeot 308, which it is. So we will press Yes. On this system, we have the option for a blade key or a smart key. Our car has the blade key, so we select Blade. Now we are presented with 5 options, starting with the last option, Vehicle IMO Information. This will give us data sheets on what the process is. Next to that, we have Remote Relearn, and on this car it is a manual process of pressing any remote button with the ignition turned on. Hot function. This is Autel's automated process. It's a nice system that works through each step in a preset order and is my preferred option. However, I am going to use the 2 options of IMO Status Scan and Control Unit for this demonstration. Clicking IMO Status Scan will start the process of checking the system. It looks for fault codes in each unit, and if you have them, you really should check and clear them. You may find an issue with a bad ECU or even a bad central locking unit. These types of faults can cause issues with key programming, and I've seen customers claim that something was working fine before you programmed the key. Wow, this car has a lot of faults. Can't you tell I'm married to a mechanic? Anyway, from the data, we can see it currently has 2 keys programmed. Across the bottom, we have options of Report. This will produce a PDF of the current status. It's always a good idea to print that off. Then we have Read PIN. All keys lost guided. This is the same as the hot functions from the previous menu. Anti-theft adaption, followed by Remote Relearn and Vehicle Info. These are all mirrors of the options on the page before, just with new names. For the purpose of today's video, we're going to go back a page and use the manual options. We will select Control Unit, then Read Password. We now have options of reading from the key, BSI, or either ECU. Whilst I have the key for this demo, let's select BSI. It's now telling us to switch on the hazard warning lights, which my assistant has just done, so I'll press OK. Read PIN, and here we get a warning about the wipers, or rain brush as the translation calls it. We'll now watch the dashboard for this process. It can be a bit scary the first time. Everything just went black. Now the wipers start, and the heater too. Next the dash lights up, but you'll notice the mileage display is just dashes. The Autel is logging into the BSI and now reads the EEPROM. Then it reads the flash before calculating the password. At this point, the dash returns to normal. The wipers stop and just the hazards are left on. We've now got all the details up. Our password, which is 9YDK, VIN number in the BSI, and its programming specification. Okay, let's escape out of this and again. Once more. And now we will go into Immobilizer CAN. Then key learning. Here we have a message about the key learning process. It will delete any key we do not have present now. It's important you tell the customer this. If they have a spare key at home, it will no longer work. Okay? We now have another message about entering the wrong code. And this is the nice thing about this machine. It's remembered the password it read earlier. We can just press yes. Now we need to enter the amount of keys, which is 2. It's already in the drop-down menu as we programmed this before we filmed. Normally, you would have to click on the box and enter the number. Press OK. Then yes. It's now asking to switch the ignition off, which it is, so I'll press OK. Then yes. We now have 15 seconds to insert the key and turn on the ignition. You should always program any original keys first. There we go, learning succeeded. Turn the ignition off and remove the key. Press OK. Now it wants the next key to be inserted, and that one is done too. And it tells us we have programmed 2 keys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below.
3, 2.
If you're enjoying my automotive adventures, please click like and subscribe and leave a comment and I'll get back to you.